No bleepers, how the devil are you? I'm feeling really self-conscious because the farmer's daughter is just watching me at the moment. I think she's like, I was hoping that she was going to go away, but she hasn't gone away. She's just standing there watching me, bless her heart. Yeah, anyway, it's still ridiculously hot here. It's boiling, it's been a bit of a nightmare. Today what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Quest X5. The Quest X5 is a entry-level machine, a budget machine, which is good for beginners and kids. I'm very interested to see how this performs because entry-level and beginner machines from 15 years ago are completely different to the ones that are released today. Like the ones that are released today seem to be good machines in their own merit, so I'd be interested to see what we can get out of it. So we're going to do an unboxing in the first instance, and then we'll have a look at the features in the second instance, and then we'll go for a simple depth test, I think, in the third instance, and then we'll finish this video. And the next couple of videos from here on will be a couple of hunt videos and then a conclusion as previously discussed in the video before this. Of course, if you're interested about looking at more details about this machine and what it's about, there's a link in the description below to the Joan Allen website, and of course the current prices are there as well. Anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting. Let's get on and open this orange beast. So we have this nice orange Quest box right here. This is what the X5 comes in. I believe that this is uniform throughout the Quest range. As you can see, this box is tiny. There's my hand there for comparison, compared to other metal detecting retail brands. They tend to be quite large, but this is quite small. And opening her up straight away, we have what looks to be perhaps instructions. We have a Quest X5 quick start guide right there. We have a card which says join us, share finds and win a prize. That's a Facebook thing. And then here we have what looks to be a catalogue guide. And we also have some rather wonderful orange stickers in there as well. And what else do we have in here? Right, we've got ourselves what looks to be an armrest assembly. I think that this is probably the other part of that right there. That's an interesting looking armrest assembly. I've never seen one like that before. I'm really quite intrigued to see how that pans out. Now, what else have we got here in front of us? Ah, look now. Here we have the actual unit itself. Oh man, that looks... Ooh, that's nice. Let's open this up, shall we? Oh, that's a nice design. That is a nice old design. I can already tell, but the pinpoint button, something very important to me, is easily accessible right there. This nice orange. I like this orange branding. Orange and black, you can never go wrong with that. And I'm telling you now, as a ginger person, it's a great combination. Oh man, that is sweet actually. That is, I like this kind of like this slight grip here. Right, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that is nice actually. Alright, okay, let's move forward. Not get too excited. I do believe we have shaft parts. Now there should be 3 of these. So you can kind of mess around with the size of the machine, the length of the machine, even if a child is using it or someone who's relatively short compared to someone who's relatively longer. You can adjust by using these 3 shaft parts. Now here I'm presuming we have, okay, so we have a strap for the armrest. We have our USB there to charge, and what looks to be, we've got the screws to put on the coil to the shaft, and probably little washer parts as well. And finally we have the coil itself. Small coil, double D. Have these 2 kidney shapes overlapping each other here. That's a sweet little coil. Alright, okay then, let's put this thing together, shall we? Just having a quick feel here. Everything feels, it's really light actually. It's a light machine, which is good for an entry-level machine, because that's what you want. You don't want to be losing your stamina or your strength, otherwise you probably won't continue with the hobby. So I always believe that an entry-level machine should always be light.
That's nice, this grip's nice. Again, access to pinpointer, easy right there. Access to all of the other things via my thumb, also easy. Yeah, I think it's the lightness that strikes me in the first instance. Feels robust as well. It's quite a tough little thing, this. Right, let's have a quick look at the interface itself. We're going to turn the machine on by holding the power button right there. And that is on. Okay, so here on the left hand side you can see that we've got sensitivity. And we can move that up and down depending on how stable the machine is. Opposite the other side we've got a depth meter. Here we have 3 icons. This is jewellery mode, push the function button. Then we've gone to coin mode, push it again. We've gone to all metal mode. Okay, right here is our pinpointer, and right next to that is a ground balance button, and this machine has manual and auto ground balance. Right, and as I was setting it up, I got a target, which is lucky because it gives me the opportunity to show the ID numbers in the middle. Right, I'm going to have to go to the car and just put this review on hold for a second and find out what that is. It's coming at 7981, really tight signal. Let's hit that pinpoint button. This gives me a really good opportunity to showcase all this stuff. Right there, let's go get the spade. Aluminium can, obviously comes up same register as things like hammered coins. Okay, on the right hand side of the unit you can see the flashlight button, which operates from the back of the machine, and a Wi-Fi button. And on this side of the machine we have 2 volume buttons. Now the housing is weather resistant but not fully waterproof, so it's not submersible. The coil, like most coils these days, is. Right, so we're going to open here. Right, you see in there we have our 3.5mm headphone jack lead, and beneath that is the USB port to charge this machine. No battery is needed here, and this one has an internal battery. Right there is our little flashlight. Haven't had the opportunity to use that in the dark yet. That's a nice little touch. And some additional information is that the machine runs at 8 kilohertz. Takes about 4 hours to fully charge, and the coil down there is filled with something called float resin, which I have no idea what that is at all, but it's got it. Well, that's not a bad start, is it? That's what I was saying at the beginning of the video, that these like new budget machines are just kind of packed with a wealth of features and you know, new bits and bobs, which is quite impressive. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now then is we'll have a depth test. I think we'll do a number of different items, your typical things that you're going to be like looking out for when you're out metal detecting, and I think that we'll go at 3 inches, 7 inches and 10 inches and see how she does. Let's crack on, shall we? So just for your reference, these are the settings I'm going to be using with the metal detector today. I'm going in coin mode, although I think that all metal will give us more depth, but I don't know how all metally it is. Some machines it means that you've got just a very, very small bit of discrimination, and some machines it literally means it's all metal, so it's acting like a PI, a pulse induction. So just to stay safe, I'm going with that. So you might presume you'll get more depth out of the all metal mode. Okay, my sensitivity I'm going to put up full because she's not chatting, so she's happy with the land. I'm not ground balancing in this instance, it's on auto. So here's our first hole, which actually turned out to be 4 inches in the end, just about. Yeah, it's probably even between 4 and 5 down there, you can see my 4. The next hole, which has turned out to be between 6 and 7 inches. And then the final hole, which is a nightmare because it's rock down there, I just managed to get to between 9 and 10. Yeah. We have a nice hammered coin. So in she goes. This is our 4 inch. Okay. Nice and easy, as you would expect. And we have numbers coming up between 74 and 76. Easy. Right, now we're going to go in with the Baghdad ring that I found. Go again. There you go. The clod's a bit low, but it doesn't really matter. Same again. Nice tight signal. 68, 69. Telling me it's 4 inches down. Well, it's telling me it's between 4 and 5 inches down. Next at 3 inches, little bronze Roman. Keep on saying 3 inches, it's 4 inches. Smaller target, less circumference. See how she does. Easy. Numbers, we're looking at 73 to 79. Bit of a mid coming in there as well, because it's a bronze coin. Right, excellent. Let's move on to 7 inches. First insta hammered coin. Alright, so we're looking at what? Did we say 6-7 inches, I think, didn't we? Around about that. Okay, same settings again. Nice and strong. 6-7 inches. Got a bit of a grunt in there as well, but I think that's something that's close by. Shush you fool. There you go. Big hammer coin, 6-7 inches. Absolutely no problem at all. Okay, next in we've got our gold ring. Like there you go. Just back in. Okay. Right. 6-7 inches there. You can see I'm way over the ground, over the target anyway. So that's easy. 6-7, no problem. Right, a bit of a litmus test now. Let's go with this small bronze Roman. There we go. I say it's a litmus test because it's such a small coin. Go. Okay, bronze coin at 6-7 inches. 82, 80. Right, it's flitting around a bit more, but doesn't seem to have too much of a problem there, does it? Not too bad at all. I'm trying to stay objective here, of course, but I think that if a budget entry-level machine can find a hammered coin, or anything really, at 10 inches, then that's pretty impressive as far as I'm concerned. Right, here we go. Okay, so 10 inches. Here we go. There's something there, isn't there? Still the same numbers. Certainly a signal. Wow. Hammered coin at 10 inches. Gold ring, same depth. 9-10 inches. Let's get all that in there. I don't know. I'd be surprised if it gets this, considering the price of the thing. Go. Okay. Gold ring, 10 inches. Wow. Still the same numbers. The depth gauge is gone past its permissive number, which was 7. Easy. No problem there. 10 inches. Gold ring. Okay, and finally your little Roman right down there. Don't forget, all of these coins are flat, and the ring, that will make a difference. The other thing that will make a difference to how much depth you're going to get is if you manually ground balance or don't. In this instance, I haven't manually ground balanced, so you can probably presume you'd get a little bit more depth out of the machine by manually ground balancing with the that pumping action. Alright, this is it. Bronze coin, 10-ish inches. Bronze Roman. Wow, there is something there, isn't there? That's a small coin. Wow. You would dig that, you would absolutely dig that. If you wouldn't dig that, then you need to have a good old chat with yourself. Not as strong as it has been, not as prominent as it has been, as we're at more depth now. But these are the signals you really need to be tuning into, and that is absolutely fine. 10 inches, little bronze Roman, beginner's machine, I'm done. Whew, so there you go, trying to stay objective. I can't help but be honest about this and say that I am impressed. Already I'm impressed. So we've done our unboxing, we've done our look at the features, and we've done our a rough depth test as well. Something I feel kind of strongly about concerning reviews of metal detectors, especially, well, not anything really, is that it's all very well just testing, those kind of like fundamental features of a product, be it a metal detector or whatever, but the proof is within the pudding, that being how does something perform actually on the field, excuse the pun. That's when we're going to learn if something is perhaps a little bit more overrated and considering the previous review that went on concerning features and depth tests and air tests and things like that. So a couple of hunts coming up with the Quest 5 so we can get a sincere and honest view of what it's capable of. I think that I should just put an end note here, that being, if I was just to come to my conclusion just on what I had experienced so far with this machine, the video that you just saw, for the price it is, again, trying to stay objective, it would be a ridiculous bargain for the price it is so far. I think it's kind of slightly unfair calling it perhaps a beginner's machine, although there's some nice features there, and that depth is, 10 inches, don't forget that was the limit that I went to because the ground was too hard. But even if, let's just say for argument's sake, even if it just was 10 inches, that was the limit of our depth. That's very impressive for a beginner's machine. You don't need to be going any deeper than that really if you're learning this. And I think it's slightly unfair saying that it's a kid's machine. I think it's better than that. I would call a kid's machine something that you buy, those horrible things you buy from National Geographic and in local shops and things. But that's probably a kid's machine. This is, yeah, I'd say it's unfair to call it a kid's machine, definitely. So anyway, my friends, so far so good. Let's crack on and give this a sincere review on the field. Thank you for watching. Don't forget all details at the Joan Allen website, which is in the description below, and I shall see you in the next video.